What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Off the Rails, a recovery podcast dedicated to ending the stigma of addiction through open discussion on all things recovery related. My name is Mark. With me always are Dave and Jared. And what's happening, fellas?
What's going on?
Dude, how's everyone's week been?
It's been good, man. Decent week for myself, I guess. Nothing too crazy, but yeah. pretty standard week. Some coaching. We had a really shitty practice one night. The kids were out of it, and I always take those to heart, especially because the head coach let me run that one. We're doing a skill session, and they were garbage. The kids were garbage, but it was the first practice in like a week and a half, and they were already on the ice. I guess it was family day, so they're on the ice like 2 hours during the day and stuff. So. But I don't know. I always take it personally when they don't do well. It's like you want to try to set them up for the best success you can. And when they're not practicing well, you take it personally. At least I do. So, yeah, I felt like having a couple of beers after that practice, but I didn't. And that was that. And then I was a little moody on Thursday and Friday. I kind of forgot to take some of my medication that I got. Not on purpose. I just kind of got out of my routine, so I was a little moody, but I'm back on track now.
I'm glad you're
I don't know why you guys are laughing at me. It's not
We're
funny.
not laughing at you, man. Jared, did you see Jared's sign fall down?
No.
It's like his gold, yeah. The look on his face was wicked.
Oh, I wish I
gotta
saw
get it. I gotta get it in a frame.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So you're getting your medication sorted out, though, eh?
Yeah. I had a couple left. I got my renewal. I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow. But yeah, man. I just kind of forgot for a few days, and then it wasn't until I talked to you guys where I was kind of like, maybe that's why. And you guys, I guess had maybe similar experiences before, because I've never taken medication really before, so I didn't put it together that maybe it made me I was a little irritable and then like a little moody on Friday, but yeah, man, it's at least I know why, because it wasn't really a particular reason. Nothing tragic happened or anything. It was just I was being a sucky baby, as Mark would say sometimes. But so
yeah, I end up like going on and like forgetting for a few days all the time, and it does. Bree's like, "Are you taking those?" I'm like, "Oh shit." So yeah, it definitely affects me anyways, so I'm sure that was the reason for you.
Yeah, man, I find I go a couple days later, I'm just cranky as hell, like all over the map, irritable, sad 1 minute, just happy the next. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good you're getting back on them.
Well, your guys, what was happening in your weeks?
I was kind of in the same boat, real moody this week, but first time I've meditated since rehab, and I've been meditating for the last few days, and that's been helping me. So keep those tools in your back pocket and you're good.
Anything else, Jared?
Yeah, no, not really. Just family time. It's been a pretty good week besides my mood. Still on edge big time. But yeah, other than that, great. Sober. Hit some meetings. I love meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wearing Chris Jackson's shirt.
Yeah,
good. I think you guys are too.
Yeah. My week was all right, man. A lot of ups and downs, really. Had a couple, we had a new segment. We had a guest on that was sweet. We also just released Chris Jackson, his interview, which is super sweet. Hope everyone enjoyed that. I know I certainly did. Great guy. What do you guys think of that interview?
I thought it was awesome how he went the NA route and did it himself, especially during COVID. That takes tremendous discipline. And he's also just an amazing guy. like I said in the interview, he just reached out when Bree was going through cancer and wanted to do a fundraiser to raise some money for when she was off work and stuff like that. So there's not too many people like him out there, and I never knew he was struggling with that. So it was nice to have someone to talk to when I saw he posted that on Facebook. Yeah, he's a great guy, amazing human, and his songs are awesome. He sent us one of his good songs. I think Dave's doing something with it, so it's pretty sweet. I enjoyed his conversation with us.
Yeah, me too. I mean, for myself, it was our first guest we kind of had on that I hadn't met before. Jared had some history with him and knew him, so it was just, for me, it was cool just to meet another person who's sober. And I don't know, man, like every person you meet, whether it's at meetings or the people we've had on are like such good spirits. I don't know if you guys probably noticed that, and he's the same way. Jared was having some problems with his phone at the start of our interview, so before we started, Mark and I were talking to him, and he's just a genuine guy. Wants the best for everybody, and he's got a good story. And yeah, his song's pretty cool. I think it's up on YouTube right now. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. I think he said it was his first song he wrote once he started going through the recovery process and was getting sober. So yeah,
check his website out, get some merch, get some of his merch like we do.
Yeah, I recommend the three-quarter length. It's
yeah,
nice.
That's sick. I was gonna go with that. Go.
Yeah, his interview was sweet, man. I found I personally connected with his interview so much, and to me, that's what it's all about, right? Like, he's telling his story, and I'm just there being like, "Fuck, man, this is relatable." Just talking about like how it starts out. It continues to every weekend, and then he slowly starts doing it once or twice a week. Next thing you know, you're putting it in front of all your values. And I was just like, shit, man, this is, wasn't just me. And I find that connection is kind of, purposeful sharing, and it's cool, man, the value of that. So yeah, I thought it was awesome. I think he's a great dude, and maybe we'll get him back on here someday.
Yeah, I'd love that. He's just great to talk to.
Yeah. So what is next? Is it time for
top five?
Top five. And this week we are doing, as requested by Jared, top 5 quotes of recovery. So buckle in. There are some bangers in here.
Before I forget, I got maybe to mention top 5 for the next one.
Okay.
See what you guys think. I'm not necessarily sold on it, but floated by you guys.
10-4.
I think Jared should definitely go first then.
Oh yeah, I vote Jared going first.
I'll go first. The most unprepared. Okay, so these aren't in order. These are just my favorite. Then I'll tell you why. Okay, here's one of them. The drugs and alcohol will never love you, but those kids waiting for you to get sober will. That hits me hard, because definitely don't want my daughter to have an alcoholic of a father. I want to always be there when she calls, or if she's out and about doing something late at night, or if something happens, I don't want to be the one that's like, oh, I can't pick you up, I'm drunk. So, and I just want to be present. So that really hits hard. Another one. I'm proud of you. The truth is, if most people really knew your story and all things you've been through, they'd probably wonder how you're still smiling. So if you don't hear it from someone else or anyone else, I'm proud of you. Proud of you guys.
Me too, buddy.
But no, like, I thought the cool thing about that is I didn't think I'd ever smile sober. And since I've been sober, I've just been smiling all the time, most of the time. I mean, there's bad days, and then, yeah, like even since I got sober, it's nice to hear people say that they're proud of you, like my parents. They say it pretty good amount, actually. And it's nice to hear, and it makes you want to keep going. They've done a lot for me, like a lot, bailed me out a lot, and I love them to death. So it's nice to hear them saying they're proud of me. Here's another one. Getting sober meant I had to learn to love myself instead of wanting to escape myself. I think in Newgate, you have to learn to love yourself and accept all your wrongs and all the crappy things you did before you can even start recovering. If you don't accept those things, then I just don't think you'll ever be able to recover properly. So I've accepted all that, and my life has been so much better since. And yeah, like all the crap that I've done to people and the relationships I've ruined, I've accepted that and just try to repair it all. Slowly but surely, it'll take a while, but yeah, like it's escaping myself. I didn't care if I woke up in the morning, but before I went to rehab. So yeah, you just gotta accept your faults and try to be happy and stay sober. And this one I like is be the reason someone believes in sobriety as possible. So I think this is pretty cool too, because with this podcast, I think we've reached a few people anyways. So it's nice. We're staying sober. This keeps us accountable, and it makes people think that sobriety is possible. We're not like some famous people that go to these extraordinary rehabs or anything. We went to a 30-day program, and you just kind of work on it. Like the program kind of gives you the foundation to work on sobriety outside of the program. So I think that is a good quote. And finally, family is your most reliable source of support in any situation, because love from your family is unconditional. Bree, my mom, my dad, my sister, my daughter have all loved me unconditionally, even when I thought they all hated me. And yeah, I'm just grateful for them. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. So thanks, fam. And that's what I got. And just be kind. You never know what someone's going through. So
Was that a bonus one, number 6?
yeah, I just made that up.
That was good, man.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now I'm off the hot seat, and I'm
You're a big quote
just gonna
guy.
watch. I love quotes.
Yeah.
Reflections. Love this shirt, Chris. Dope.
All right, Dave, who's up next?
Go for it.
All right. Okay. Again, these are not in order. My first one is: a man who can't bear to share his habits is a man who needs to quit them. Stephen King, legend. So when I reflect on, using and stuff like that, when I started hiding, my habits, I was probably should have quit then. That was years ago. But if you're hiding, if you're using and you're hiding, and you should quit. So my second one is from NA. It's from my Just for Today journal that I have. So it's just for today. I will be unafraid. My thoughts will be on my new associations, people who are not using and who have found a new way of life. So long as I follow that way, I have nothing to fear. So I kind of use this one every day and just, go through each day happy that I'm sober, and, slowly the days start adding up. So very happy with that quote. It gets me through the day. This one, one of my good buddies put me on this one. You guys might have heard it before. if you've watched Fight Club. Only after disaster can we be resurrected. It's only after you've lost everything that you're free to do anything. So to me, I think like, with addiction and, everything I've went through, I'm finally at a place, where I can start rebuilding for who I want to be and, putting in the work, to kind of create that foundation. And, that's what I'm striving to do. So I like that one. This one of our counselors at Newgate said to us, well, actually, she wrote it on the board, but
Oh, I know who. She has
unknown.
good ones.
It's addiction is placing one thing over everything. Recovery is placing everything over one thing. So when we look back at like our values and everything like that, I know, when I was in active addiction, doing blow came before everything. And, now in recovery, I'm getting everything back and it's pretty fucking awesome.
Did it even be? Oh, sorry.
No, sorry.
Doing blow even became before eating.
Big time, every time.
Big time.
Oh,
Air burgers.
yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay,
You should have
sorry.
seen my breakfast back
I
then.
just thought.
Yeah,
Cocoa
someday
Puff.
we'll talk. I'll tell you about my eating routine sometime. Yeah, it was like once every 4 days. And it was like a big box meal from KFC. Nice, really healthy. And number 5, vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. So, getting help, you're obviously incredibly vulnerable and putting yourself in that position. And I had to do that to get the change that I want to see myself. And I even think with, say, this podcast, us putting, our stories out, we're making that step, that is vulnerability, but, we're doing it because we want to help others, right? And we're also helping ourselves. But I really like that. Shout out Brene Brown. So yeah, those are my 5.
Killed it. Love it.
Thanks, buddy.
That's good.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, you guys really nailed this out here. It's gonna be tough.
Well, take it home, buddy.
Give it a shot. I was pumped when Jared suggests. I was big in coaching. I was big on the quotes. I even bought like this big, I think it's like 1,000 motivational quotes. They're all a lot to do with like sports and stuff like that. So I try to stay away from those ones. But here we go. In no particular order.
Motivational speaking from a coach.
What's that? What did you say?
He wanted to throw you off your game.
Yeah, you fucking did. The only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. I think that's big. I did a lot of comparing, whether it was in addiction or just in general, just comparing myself to where other people are at and things like that. But I think you should just be trying to focus on better yourself. And, I still tend to, look at other people and what's going on in their lives too. But I've been much better at focusing on my own self and being better than I was yesterday. Sunsets are proof that endings can be beautiful. So yeah. Well,
I don't know, just
like it.
the way you said after it was sweet. Maybe, yeah,
I think that's pretty self-explanatory, that one. Just
it's a banger.
yeah.
It's a good one. Just short and sweet.
Yeah, just short and sweet though. Stress is caused by being somewhere but wanting to be somewhere else. Be present. I think Jared talked about one of his was about being present, and that was the thing that I was very horrible at. I was, my dad always used to say, when you're in the room, be in the room, and I was often never in the room. Physically, I was there, but mentally and my mind was never there. So a lot of times now, I find it a lot easier to be present now that I'm clear-headed and sober. This one here, when you're in a dark place, you sometimes tend to think you've been buried. Perhaps you've been planted. Bloom.
I love it.
I do love
That's just another, things can be dark, but you got to take the positives from it. When you're being a little sucky baby about not being on your meds. The last one, don't give up. It's often the last key on the ring that opens the door. So that's those are my top. Those are my five. Those are my five.
like it.
Yeah, a lot of them I guess were kind of just more like almost like don't give up or look at the positives. I guess most of mine were look at them, but yeah, it was a fun process.
Yeah.
Anyone
What are we
listening?
thinking?
Anyone listening? What is your favorite quote? Hit us up
Drop
in the
them.
comments,
Yeah.
or message us them if you want to do that. That works too. But 3 big quote guys here.
And hit and subscribe too.
Mhm.
So I can quit smoking.
Yeah.
But Jared's quitting smoking, guys. You just got to get us there.
Yeah. All right. So what are we thinking? What were you thinking, Dave?
I was thinking your top 5 favorite sober celebrities or athletes. It could be just because you like them. It could be their story. It could be anything. What do you think?
Say no more.
I like it.
Okay.
Hopefully they see it and want to come on the podcast.
Yes. We'll have to give him a shout out.
Yeah, no doubt.
Jim Thompson's my number 1.
Oh, just
Okay,
get on
Jim.
all of our lists.
Yeah, that's a sweet one.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas,
Let's go.
what else we want to talk about today?
I don't know. Hitting the bed sheet here shortly.
Oh, man, I'm dropping.
Yeah,
Jared's
me
had-
too.
Jared's had himself a weekend.
I have. It's been a wild one.
All right, guys. Well, let's take us out. If you or someone you know wants to be a guest, hit us up. If you're looking for help, there's so much professional help available. And don't be, don't be afraid to reach out, and we can help direct you. All right, guys. Ciao.
Peace.